You guys want to hang out for a few minutes? I'm doing homework and I need a break. I was just watching Unicorn Pondu. Brilliant, brilliant mind. I don't really watch him, but he is kind of funny actually, isn't he? So I was just, I'm doing homework. TV's on. His video came up on the TV, and I heard him say that maybe Sasa belongs to Salah. So it piqued my interest, obviously. I think you're onto something there, Pondu. I never thought about Sasa, though. I said I agree with you. I believe there's a child. I feel it in the fibers of my being that there is a child involved. I believe that he's about 35 as well. Um, I seen a little boy. That's what I seen. But you're absolutely right. It definitely could be her. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good catch for sure. I'm going to throw out another prediction. But before I do, because I get off track really easy, let me say this because I'm going to forget. And I just got I need to mention this. Cornfed. You want $10,000? Let me inform you of something. Here in Ontario, how this is going to work out for you before you get yourself all worked up about coming to here and having a happily ever after right off the get-go. It's not going to happen. You have a massive bankruptcy claim. If you are not making payments and you say that you are, you're never getting an apartment unless you have a massive cosigner and willing to pay a whole entire year's rent up front. So you might want to ponder about that before you make your $10,000 plea. You might want to make it more in the neighborhood of about $60,000 to be fair, because the way you speak, it's almost impossible to live here in Canada. But the thing is you have to sometimes sacrifice. Sometimes you have to sacrifice for the betterment of your life in the long run. I'm living in the same sort of condition right now that you walked away from, that you couldn't live in. I've already done a tally, and living like this is saving me conservatively $600 a month. Is it the most ideal? Yep, it's perfect. I have somewhere to cook, somewhere to shower. The laundry is right there. It's free internet, free heat, free hydro. The bed is super comfortable. However, I did have to leave most of my belongings. I took all of my personal things, pictures, papers, clothing, makeup, jewelry, everything else stayed. My bed, my dresser, one TV, everything, kettle, silverware, all stayed behind because it's not important. I'm on mission. So I want you to think about that before you decide to make this random $10,000. Like, how did you break that $10,000 down? Huh? Listen, I'm all for asking for help. We know I had to, but I gave you play by play on why I needed this. I got sick. Sick. I almost died. I ended up losing my job. We don't care. It's not about this, but there's real legitimate context to why I asked for help. And I didn't ask for a penny more than what was on the paperwork. You, however, have just undervalued yourself. 10,000, that's not going to do anything. That's going to get a lot of Happy Meals for sure. But it certainly isn't going to get you an apartment. Not even close. Like, even at this point, your mom owns her house, but is she really willing to go to bat for you again? I don't think so. This is what I just heard. Okay. This is what I pay attention to. Okay. Maybe heard isn't the right words. I don't know. I get information in different forms and I pay attention to some I don't. I got to thank you. So I'm going to say thank you to you right off the bat. I'm not going to tell you why, but I will disclose the thank you and the reasons why in a minute. I do, however, have a slight prediction. $10,000. That's quite the number. Like, it's pretty exact. 10,000. Not, $8,772 for plane fare and the cat, and I need first and last at X amount of dollars. Straight to the 10,000. It seems like a real basic generic number to me. I'm going to throw out a prediction, okay? By the looks of things, I'm doing my homework and I hear Unicorn Pondu pops up, who's doing a recap on your video. And at 5:05 exactly, you said that you were going to go visit Sasa tomorrow. And at 5:05, the look of disgust, you can't hide from that. Pondu stated that, did I already just say this? Pondu stated that he thinks that that little kid, Sasa, could be Salaz. I highly agree with it. So let me say this to Pondu, or the one person that's going to be here. I've been saying for a while, I believe that Red Room Lady is the flower lady, is Salah's first wife, his wife. I believe that in a country like even Syria, it doesn't take much to understand watching Cornfed's channel what she's all about, especially if somebody in the community got a hold of a cousin and said, hey, listen, hit this one up. You're the type of guy that she's into and she's got money. You can play this one. Catfish. That's what I believe you were. That's what I believe you were. And I think that you deep down kind of are starting to see this too. Wife wants maybe not you gone, but I think here's the arrangement. She's the one that goes out for dinner, as I stated. You are the nanny wife. You are going to learn how to cook. That's why aunties are all there. I said it in the video yesterday. Pondu said that Sasa could be, that's maybe why you're going to visit and she's coming around so much, to integrate you two so that you can become the babysitter wife. She's the trad wife that you were speaking about. Let's get to the $10,000. First of all, you must be in a very desperate situation where you're calling your friends to set up a GoFundMe for you because it's not working in your name. So it sounds really desperate to me that you need this GoFundMe. Can I take a stab at why? I'm going to. This is why I feel. Let me know where I'm off, because I'm on the right path. He is in disgust of you. He's just mortified by you. It's evident. You just read the room, girl. Read the fucking room. I think Salah has given you an ultimatum. And I think the ultimatum comes from the pressure that he's received from his family and his wife. I said this a long time ago. I think that wife, Red Room Lady, is the one that Salah's father loves. That's his daughter-in-law. You are the embarrassment. They try to hook, line, and sinker you. I mean, they are living in a country that isn't as established as you made yourself out to be. She's definitely, you're not a threat to the wife. That's a for sure. That's a for sure. You were making what, like 40K a month? 30K? Even 20 a month. It's kind of, don't you see red flags here? Like you just didn't see them about fecal matter. And this was just very fast, very quick. Girl, I've been fucking single for over a decade. How? How? I mean, I know that I want quality over quantity. That's where you and I differ. But man, oh man, oh man. This is what I believe. You are in great danger. Okay, I believe this. I believe there is a life insurance policy out in your name. I truly do. And if you don't think so, you're naive. Maybe I watch too many of them shows, or maybe I'm getting information that you're not. Whichever the case may be, you are in great danger. It's at least something to consider while he's taking you out to the back 40. Or take it, not to mention, all the shit food that you're not supposed to eat, he is willingly and happily going into getting it for you. Ta-da! If that's not a death wish right there, I don't know. This is where it's going to get interesting. This is where I think it's going to get interesting. This for $10,000 that you want, you need it so badly that you're willing to risk Pete's. James, what if this is all a fraud and he's held out, he's held accountable? You already did something to his credit once. You gonna do it again? Is it maybe because the boots have been laid down to you? You look terrible. Like you look like you've aged 5 years in the last 4 days. Something crazy is going on with your health. If it isn't, this is going to send it over the edge for sure. If it doesn't give you a heart attack, it's gonna at least result in high blood pressure, which could result in arrhythmia. What do you call that? You know what I mean? When are you regulated? You know what I'm saying. Could $10,000 maybe not a blackmail number? If I believe the channel, I do. I believe he is just fucking done with you. Everybody's agreeing with this part, right? That he is just done. He's done. He doesn't want to be on the internet. He doesn't want any part of this. He doesn't want any part of you. In order for you to keep this going, and then you said something about he took your passport. This sounds kind of blackmailish now, doesn't it? Either you get $10,000 or I'm going to release a tell-all fucking channel. Either get me $10,000 or get me $10,000. I'll give you the passport and get the fuck out of here. Because we're gonna fix this house up and we're gonna be a family and you're gonna get the fuck out of here with your phone. Is that about right? Okay. Anyway, 11 minutes. I don't really want to go back to homework. Oh, most importantly, I'll wrap this up within 15, swear. The reason that I'm saying all this is for my own personal need. Okay, so I want to thank you, as I said that I was going to do at the beginning. I also want to thank the person who left the comments about me hating Beezers. I don't hate anybody. Sometimes I can be a little tantric. I have a lot of energy and I don't hate anybody. That's just the short answer. It's all back there. There's a reason the whole Beezer word bothers me. It's got something to do with birds, bees, and I like you too. Maybe we're spirit animals. Maybe we could grow old together. But yeah, that's the show. I don't hate anybody. It is a real personal thing, and Cornfed knows. Cornfed, let me thank you because I need to wrap this up. I am not trying to make predictions to make a channel. I don't have much time for YouTube. It's evident. I don't script. I don't have an intro. I don't wear makeup. I don't have a fancy background. I don't put any effort into this. It's not because I don't want to hang with you. I don't find it necessary to put in fluff. For me, I don't have that much love to be on YouTube to dedicate money and time to a channel. I got real world problems, and YouTube ain't one of them. However, it is useful for me right now. This is why. Cornfed and I go back a long, long time. Something has happened in my world that I will not discuss at this particular moment. I will say that I am getting information. I've been enlightened about a lot of stuff in my own personal world. However, I don't know if the information that I'm getting is valid because I don't have any communication with any outside sources to this. However, I'm hearing things regarding Cornfed, who I know. I can turn on the TV and see what's going on, if there is a progression, if what I'm hearing is hitting close to what I'm seeing. And because of what I'm saying about Cornfed and I'm seeing it, it just iterates that what I'm hearing about what's going on in my own world is actually fact. And that I'm not going to speak on it right now, but trust me, when I can, I will. There's just a lot of moving parts here. There's a lot of different things. I cannot believe how drastic my life has changed in 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Like, I thought just being put here was a big thing. My life just seems to be expanding at exponential rates in front of my eyes, and I don't know how to justify this. Blessed, protected, I don't know. I do. But in order for me to understand something that I can't tangibly see, I at least get the information to go listen. I'll give you a little tidbit because you are one of my favorite sisters. That fucker on YouTube that you watch from time to time, that person, think about this and it'll happen. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying that because I say it, it happens. It's almost like a foreseen shadow. I guess, does that make sense? I see a foreseen shadow coming across to Cornfed's world, and I'm just telling her, and I'm telling her just so I can validate myself. Does that make sense? Okay, I gotta go. I said 15 minutes, and my time is up. You guys are a blessing. I'll talk to you later. See ya.